We made it to Thursday, Delmarva. Week is going by pretty quickly. I hope for you too.
It actually is, yeah. I feel like I thought it feels like every day starts and you're like, it's Monday because it's been like rainy and gloomy. But I was like, oh wait, no, actually we're almost to Friday. We're almost there.
Not too bad. Oh hey, we almost forgot. We're your hosts. I'm Paige Marley.
I'm Leah Rizzo.
Hey, we're so happy you're here with us today. Yes, hopefully a little bit of sun will come out. Honestly, I'll take whatever we can get. You know, just a quick little peek.
That's enough for me for now. Can't be too greedy, you know?
Yeah, we're not
Not in March.
Right. April, is it April showers, right? So maybe this is a sign April's going to have some wet weather for us.
The groundhog said early spring, so maybe now's the showers and April's going to be nice.
As Bob Trihey says, he goes, that rodent, who listens to the rodent? And I'm like, well, a lot of people, Bob Trihey.
A lot of people, but hey, luckily we've got such accurate meteorologists here on Delmarva, so we can just listen to them.
Them first, the rodent second, and then like us last, honestly.
Yeah.
Because we get our information from them. Yeah, there's no like weather, coast life. Sorry, no, that's not us. That's not our job.
No.
Our job is to tell you what's happening in the world,
That's
keep you updated with trends. So we're talking emojis this morning. We're just gonna get you hip, let you know new emojis are coming if you update your phone. So start clearing out your storage, make room for iOS, whatever it is. But yeah, so new emojis I'm really excited for. There's gonna be a phoenix.
Ooh, I knew you would like that one.
Yeah, I'm a big Harry Potter fan. Phoenixes are cool. There's going to be,
I think the head shake.
Thank you, Leah.
And
there's
the
going to be a head shake.
Or no, head nod, head shake.
And the thing with the head nod and the shake, you're confusing me now, is they look like happy. They're like,
oh.
And the shake though, he's like, which I don't understand. Shouldn't it be like?
Well, I mean, I never want to read too much into any emoji because there's always double entendre when it comes to emojis most of the time. So who knows what they will eventually end up meaning.
That's right. We told you guys a while ago that like apparently old people use the traditional laughing emoji. The young kids use the other laughing emoji.
Yeah, and then there's the skull instead of the cry. I can't keep up.
Neither can I. But we wanted to see what our emojis were that we use. So if you go to your emojis, you can see their most recent, most used. Leah, what are some of your most used emojis?
Some of my, well, at least some of my most recently used emojis. The upside down smiley face.
Okay.
I use that one a lot. That's my sort of like, oh no. Thumbs up. Because I'm old.
Okay.
The crying one that just like
like the sad, like the stream of tears. Yeah, okay.
Little kissy face.
Cute.
Kissy wink.
Cute. You have a lot of happy ones.
I do have a lot of happy ones.
That's good.
I've got a lot of like hearts, kisses.
Nice.
I got the side eye.
I have that
one that's just the eyes.
A lot. Yes,
yeah.
definitely.
So those are some of mine.
Cute. I have mostly faces on mine, and I feel like I use mine. I think I make up my own rules for emojis. Yeah. Like I use the sleeping one a lot, but I tend to use that when I'm bored. Yeah. Like I'm snoozing. I have the cowboy one a lot, and I feel like his big old smile. I use that when I'm just like, hey, you know, hey. I don't know. And I have a lot of this one.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, which I've been using this a lot more often. I'm trying to be hip. I think this is actually going out.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
I know I'm
use what you want.
I'm also old because I always use like 3 in a row because I'm like, I just like the rule of 3. So I'm like, if you get a response from me that's excited, it's always going to be 3.
That's okay. You do what you want. There's no age limit for
There's no real rules when it comes to emojis. It's stupid.
It is stupid. Although, man, people, they will get into fights if they think you mean something else.
I know they will.
It's a mess. So best of luck to you in your emoji adventures.
You know what else is potentially a little questionable?
Tell me.
Scientists say they're very close to being able to reanimate the woolly mammoth.
Yeah, they gotta stop doing this stuff without talking to us first. Like, this is our world too.
Like, did we not see Jurassic Park?
Right.
Did we not see how this goes?
It's like when they're like, we're writing the message to the Martians. I live here too. Like,
leave them out of this.
Stop inviting people places when we belong here.
Or uninvited guests.
Yes.
As the world.
As the world. We need to do a world poll. Woolly mammoths, yes or no? And I would imagine I'd vote no.
I mean, like, would it be cool to see? Yes. Absolutely. Yes. I mean, I feel like, you know, when you're a kid and you read all those books about dinosaurs and, like, saber-toothed tigers and woolly mammoths, you're like, yeah, I want to see that. And I guess we all grew up, and now we're the scientists that are like, you know what, we could see that. As early as 2028. That's too soon.
It's way too... Imagine a saber-toothed tiger roaming around Delmarva. It's like,
right?
What? I mean, cool. But is
terrifying.
It really?
We are so lucky to live in a spot with no real natural predators.
Literally. Yeah, we're worried about ticks.
The occasional coyote is the biggest predator you might encounter on Delmarva.
I saw a fox this morning, and he was more scared of me than I was of him.
Yeah,
so he scurried away.
Like, nothing is going to get us. I'm such a spoiled wildlife enthusiast because I'm like, we don't have to worry about bears. We don't have to worry about cougars. We don't, like, there's so few things. Wolves, we don't have to worry about those.
Yeah.
And we don't have to worry about woolly mammoths.
No, because you start with the woolly mammoth, and next thing you know, there's going to be dinosaurs, and then pterodactyls are going to be flying above us, and the saber-toothed tiger, and we're no longer going to be top of the food chain, and I said saber-tooth. Saber-toothed tiger. It's just too much. See, I'm getting flustered, you guys. It's too much.
Well, by 2028, we might have saber-toothed tigers, like Tron.
The cyber tigers. Yeah, I made up a new thing. That's what I meant to do.
There you go.
With AI coming too, who knows what we're gonna have? AI tigers.
Speaking of AI, apparently about 39% of people are not really able to clearly tell the difference between an AI-generated human face and, a human face.
Yeah, so we discussed this first, and we were like, that's too much. Way more people can tell. But here's the thing. I actually think that some of our parents' age people might not be able to tell.
I think you're right.
I've seen my mom, for example, will send me videos of this is so cute, and I'm like, can she tell that's AI? And I don't know if she can or not.
Yeah, or people will share on Facebook clearly, or at least what I think are clearly AI generated images, and they're like, wow, what a beautiful photograph, or wow, what a beautiful painting. And I'm like, that's not a photograph or a painting, right?
Yeah, so just be careful with that. Normally AI will have maybe an extra finger, something small.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like it almost looks like an animated movie. It looks like it's still not, it might look really close, but it's just not quite, or the smile will be a little too big, or proportions are slightly off. And I could see how maybe you would think it's a really good painting, but I think we still, having grown up in the digital age, mostly are pretty good at telling the difference between what's technology-based painting versus, because there are lots of programs you can use to paint and draw digitally.
Sure,
so we know the difference between digital art but I still think we even know, even with that tier, we know the difference between digital art and AI.
Yeah, I would think. My poor mom, I'm calling her out so much. She'll send me videos too sometimes of like when I was looking for different destinations, vacation to or something. She sends me these pictures and videos of places, and the sky is overly saturated. The ocean is overly saturated, and she's like, look how blue the water is. And I'm like, Mom, that's edited.
Yeah.
It's not how it looks in real life. So just be a little careful. I get that it's new. AI confuses me too, but we don't want anyone to get scammed.
Yeah, the AI voices are what really throws me. I mean, I feel like I can still tell with people I know.
Yeah.
Because the inflection won't sound right, or you get to know somebody's speech pattern, but there are so many voices that I wouldn't know the difference between.
Yeah.
And it is starting to get a little too real, a little too scary.
Trust nobody. Just kidding.
Except for us.
You can trust us.
You can trust us to bring you a great show. Here's what's coming up today on Coast Life. Today is Hospitalist Day. We are chatting with a friend from BB Healthcare.
And we're helping you prepare your ultimate date night with delicious food and even more delicious prices.
And it's Thursday, so we are spilling your drama with Spill the Tea with Spice and Tea Exchange. All of that fun is headed your way with Coast Life today.
Coast Life is sponsored by BB Healthcare, Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, Preston Automotive Group, Shell Brothers, and the Parker Group.
When I decided to have my kitchen done, I knew I wanted it done professionally, and that's when I contacted Ellen. She took me to the Delmarva Design Center.
From the moment I bring a customer into Delmarva Design Center, the ideas start to flow. First thing we do is take a stroll around the showroom so we can look at all the different vignettes to get ideas of what they like and see what they react to.
For each of the different aspects that I wanted to change in my kitchen, there were experts here, and everyone was so helpful. They listened to what I had to say, and they had great ideas that helped me put together exactly what I wanted for my kitchen.
My goal is to have the customer enjoy their space as quickly as possible, and Delmarva Design Center helps me do that.
My kitchen is one of my favorite places now. It's something that I use every single day of my life. I'm elated with my experience at the Delmarva Design Center.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Villa Sorrento invites you and your family to join us for some of Delmarva's best authentic Italian cuisine. Experience the aroma of warm bread served at your table in a cozy atmosphere. Try seafood pescatore or pasta with grandma's gravy. Our New York-style pizza and strombolis are a local's favorite. Top it off with cocktails, wine, and dessert. So for great food, good wine, great friends, good times, Villa Sorrento. That's amore!
Sometimes life can be a bit out of focus. So at Wink Vision Center, we have next day eye exams available so you can see clearly as soon as possible. Shop our vast selection of designer frames from Vera Wang, Tiffany, Maui Jim, and Under Armour. Already have a prescription? Bring it to us. Wink puts life in better focus, from improving vision to designer frames and quality customer service.
The choice is clear. Wink Vision, Ocean City and Cambridge.
Are leaves and debris causing issues with your gutter? No need to risk climbing a shaky ladder ever again. We have the permanent solution. Gutter Helmet, America's #1 choice in gutter protection for over 40 years. Engineered to manage the heaviest of rainfalls, letting water flow freely. And the best part, never clean your gutters again, guaranteed. The lifetime warranty is transferable, so you can rest assured that you'll never have to replace your Gutter Helmet system. And right now, save 20% on your new gutters and Gutter Helmet. Call Gutter Helmet today for your free estimate.
Spill the Tea is sponsored by the Spice and Tea Exchange of Rehoboth.
Thursdays, the week has, it's been dragging on.
A little bit.
We're a little bored, so we need some drama.
That's right. On a rainy day or a gray day, I guess.
Yeah, we need some gossip. So we're spilling your gossip because we're never going to share ours.
No. We do that at the beginning of the show for you.
Yeah, we're going to judge you and your choices. Just kidding, kind of. But Leah, before we get into the drama, what are we drinking?
We are drinking mocha mushroom herbal tea. This is, of course, thanks to our friends at the Spice and Tea Exchange on Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. Rich cocoa and roasted chicory root lend this luxurious blend an uncanny coffee-like character and an ultra-smooth foundation for balancing a dream team of medicinal mushrooms and botanicals.
Who doesn't want that?
Who doesn't want that?
Okay, so let's spill that tea because we need some tea when we spill our tea. So,
all right,
Leah,
I'll get to pouring.
You got that? I'll get to reading. This is written in by a 34-year-old woman for context. So, she says she's 34. She has 3 younger siblings, early 30s and 20s.
Sounds familiar?
Yeah. It's similar to your setup.
Sounds familiar.
Okay,
that's all I'm saying. It wasn't me.
Yes. So she also says her whole life she's never really wanted kids, toyed with the idea. Maybe as she got older, she changed her mind. It just really hasn't changed her mind. One of the reasons is she just hears a lot of people have all heard maybe scary stories about pregnancy. Her mom is a neonatal nurse. So she's like, that kind of solidified her, I don't want kids.
That's like every fact you share with me, I'm always a little like,
yes.
I don't know.
I love pregnancy facts. Leah hates when I share them.
I hate them.
It makes our relationship work.
It does.
She says at a family gathering, though, recently, a cousin announced a pregnancy. Yay! Everyone's all excited. But this woman's mom made a comment like, see, don't you want that to be you? And she admits, she said this led to me escalating it. It started a confrontation, and she really made it clear. Her mom and her now are kind of in a bad place. It made it really awkward for the whole family. But she's like, am I wrong for really trying to make it clear? Mom, stop. I don't want kids. Quit asking.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, that's a tricky one.
It is.
And I think it's one that most families, not everybody is ever going to come to an agreement on that.
Right.
Either there's somebody in your family who is dead set on, everybody should have kids, it's the best thing in the world, blah, blah. And then if there's somebody that doesn't want kids, they're not going to change their opinion on that. They really won't. And I think respecting that opinion, because again, at the end of the day, it's not your business. Even if you think kids are the most wonderful thing in the world and you think everybody should have them, if somebody doesn't want them, it is none of your business, even if you're the mom.
Yeah.
And it stinks because I think everybody does need that minute to, I don't want to say grieve, but sort of grieve what could be or what you maybe had been envisioning for your future. But isn't the idea to set your kids up for happiness no matter what that looks like?
Yeah, and I think the grandma, I'm calling it the grandma because her other siblings have kids. So the mom, this woman who's writing in, I can understand she grew her whole life wanting grandkids. I'm not a grandparent, obviously, so I can't say for sure, but I could imagine that would be upsetting, and that's fine. You can be upset.
Sure, you can be, but you have to also understand that if that's that is a personal decision that doesn't necessarily have to include you.
Yeah, and I think we have to get to the point too where when you have a kid, you have to know anything can happen with your child. Maybe your child's in a same-sex relationship and they're not gonna have kids that way. Maybe they never get married, so they don't want kids, they don't want to be a single parent. Maybe they get married and they just don't want kids. There's so many things, and I think when you have a kid, you have to be prepared for any choice they're going to make.
Yes. So I think whatever life you've been fantasizing about your future extended family, that is, I think, that moment moment that you may be grieving when that sort of announcement is made or that stance is taken. And I mean, I think unfortunately the only way to have that conversation is to take a strong stance and say, like, look, stop asking because it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I will say maybe not in the public scenario.
Maybe not like that.
After your cousin just announced her pregnancy, I think your message was fine. I think her delivery could have had some work.
Yeah, and that's probably, and again, I mean, sometimes people just, they will not hear you until that final straw, you know, and maybe that was it for her. But I think, you know, her point stands, but I think you're right. Maybe just go about it a different way next time.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's you know,
a hard one.
It's really hard. It is tricky. I think I can sympathize with both sides, you know. I totally get it. And I think if you are someone like, I know I want 1 million kids, and so I maybe don't understand people who don't, but you don't have to understand.
You don't have to, right? It's not your choice.
It's not your choice. Like,
exactly.
I'll have my own kids, and everyone can do their own thing. So live your life. I think just be kind in your messaging. That's right. Isn't that the best advice we can give?
Always.
Look at us being so civil today.
I love it.
We're not judging anyone.
You know what else is always easy though?
Yeah.
Never difficult. Enjoying the tea provided by Spice and Tea Exchange on Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. This is the mocha mushroom.
I like this. The smell's really good. It's really does it have a chocolate undertone?
Yeah, probably the mocha.
Yes.
The mocha mushroom. It's pretty tasty though. So I think if you're a coffee person and maybe you're trying to get into tea, this is going to be a good hand holding, showing you the way from coffee to tea.
Sit your mother down with a cup of tea.
There you go.
And tell her you don't want kids.
Tell her. But we've got some more Coast Life to get to, so don't go anywhere. It's all more fun that's coming at you.
I have no calluses, 40 years of turning letters, they're still soft.
Well, it's not like you're changing tires.
Thursday at 7 on Coast TV.
Next Jeopardy! It's the semifinals of the Tournament of Champions. When anything can happen, one thing is certain.
We are in for a wild ride.
Next Jeopardy!
Thursday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
To get the job done, you need the toughest, most comfortable workwear, and Vernon Powell has it on sale. Now through March 17th, take up to $25 off all work boots and 20% off Carhartt apparel during the work sale at Vernon Powell.
At Coastal Comfort, we know there's no place like home. That's why we're committed to ensuring total comfort for a totally happy home. As a premier Carrier factory authorized dealer, we're dedicated to providing reliable service and the best savings. Like now, through the end of May, with purchase of a qualified Carrier system, you can instantly receive up to $1,900 off. You could also qualify for up to $2,000 in federal tax credit. Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Allergies aren't fun for anyone, especially when they work their way into your home. A professional air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer can dramatically improve indoor air quality and significantly reduce indoor allergens. Installing our whole home purification system Restore will even help prevent the spread of airborne viruses and bacteria. If you want to significantly reduce allergy triggers in your home, call or go online to book a free inspection today.
Don't miss the free Health, Fitness, and Leisure Expo, March 9th at Cape and Lupin High. Bring the family and tell your friends. Admission is free. A full array of health, fitness, and leisure products, fitness centers, physical therapy, health food, home products and services, and even water sports. BB Healthcare will be providing free health screenings. Don't miss the free Health, Fitness, and Leisure Expo, March 9th, 9 to 4 at Cape and Lupin High.
To get the job done, you need the toughest, most comfortable workwear, and Vernon Powell has it on sale. Now through March 17th, take up to $25 off all work boots and 20% off Carhartt apparel during the work sale at Vernon Powell.
This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by BB Healthcare.
Coast Life, we celebrate so many national days on this show. Yesterday was National Oreo Day, and guess what? Today is Hospitalist Day, a much more important day, I think, especially to celebrate a lot of our local healthcare workers. And joining us on the Coast Life couch with BB Healthcare is Dr. Kristie Zangari. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you so much for being here. Now, you are a hospitalist with BB Healthcare. Paige was even asking kind of, what is a hospitalist?
Oh, great. So a hospitalist is a physician who specializes in hospital medicine. So generally, a hospitalist is an internal medicine physician or a family practice physician who spend the majority of their time taking care of hospitalized patients. So we will essentially care for folks in the hospital, pneumonias, urine infections, heart failure. And once they're well enough to leave the hospital, we return care to their primary care physician.
Interesting. Okay. So Hospitalist Day, can you tell us what that is, how that got started? You know, I'm assuming it's celebrating people like you.
Exactly. Back in 2018, our national organization, the Society of Hospital Medicine, thought it would be a good idea to raise awareness and to celebrate the care that we provide in the hospital. Like you mentioned, not a lot of folks understand what we do until you might be in the hospital for some reason. So it was to bring awareness, celebrate, the care we provide for patients.
So talk to us a little bit about your role as a hospitalist and with BB Healthcare. If somebody is in your care, what does that look like?
Great. So I am the medical director for our hospitalist team. We are a group of 28 physicians, including advanced care practitioners, advanced care clinicians. So when a patient might present to our emergency room and it's felt they would benefit from a hospitalization, we would be called and asked to bring that patient into the hospital to provide care. We would care for them throughout their entire hospitalization and then coordinate a discharge plan, get them well, and then get them back home and transition care back to their primary care person.
This is really cool. I like learning about this because it's you don't really think, you don't want to end up obviously in the hospital, but it's interesting for when you do or when your family member does, you're knowing who's kind of behind the scenes, if you will, who's there taking care of you.
In the beginning, first hospitalists were in the late 1990s, and unfortunately, or fortunately, I date back to about 2022 or 2002. And so I'm one of the original pioneers. And in the beginning, patients did not like it at all. Again, because they know their primary care physician, expected them to be with them in the hospital. It's become more common, and the benefits really, I think, have swayed patients to realize it's a really great way of caring for patients. It allows the primary care physicians to stay in the offices, and in this area we need.
They're needed there too.
Yeah, exactly. Need them to stay in the office to care for patients, and then we will care for their patients in the hospital. The benefit is that we have at least one physician in the hospital 24/7, every day of the year, holidays, weekends. So if you are in the hospital and your family has a question, we're a phone call away, we're down the hall. If there's an emergency or a change in your condition, someone can be right there at the bedside. It's not calling, outside of the hospital waiting for a physician to come in. There's someone there who can be there quickly.
That's awesome. And I think too, knowing that you guys are sort of responsible for that discharge plan and getting you back to, either your GP or whoever's going to be kind of taking you, that aftercare is so intimidating when they just kind of hand you a stack of papers and they're like, okay, take them home. And you're like, what? What do I do now?
Now what? So we are always working to improve that process. As folks are, more ill, the discharges are more difficult and more complicated, you know, and as time goes on, you know, the thinking is, oh, I stay in the hospital till I'm 100% well. You know, with the changing healthcare environment, you know, we get you well enough to finish caring for yourself at home.
Right.
So folks are leaving the hospital these days a little sicker. So it is very intimidating. So we try, you know, to help make that an easy transition.
You do, and it's nice to know, that there is a team at BB that you can always call, can always go back to, a hospitalist like yourself that you can always go. So if someone wants to say thank you, if they want to kind of celebrate you guys today, what are some ways that they can?
Oh, well, you know, physicians, APPs love food. You know, always ready for you know, a sweet snack.
It's a good idea.
But also, you know, we have the BB Medical Foundation. We have a lot of patients who do work with the foundation and give a gift of gratitude on behalf of their hospital team.
That's a great idea.
Awesome. Well, Doctor, thank you so much for coming in and,
thank you.
Sharing with us about Hospitalist Day. I mean, a day that we didn't really know anything about at the start of this interview, but we appreciate you and all the work you do to help keep, you know, us and folks in Sussex County healthy and back on their feet should they need to stay in the hospital.
Definitely.
Great. Don't go anywhere. We do have some more Coast Life headed your way. We're going to have some more fun coming at you when we get back.
I had major ankle surgery and was wheelchair bound for 4 months. My doctor recommended Peninsula Home Care for physical and occupational therapy in my home, and I'm glad they did. I'm doing what I love, staying active with my children and grandchild, and working at the MAC Center. I am so very thankful for Peninsula Home Care.
Going above and beyond in Maryland and Delaware. Call Peninsula Home Care today.
Vision loss can be gradual, and your elderly loved ones might not realize how compromised their vision has become. There are some simple ways you can help. Clear all pathways in their home to prevent accidents. Label items with bright colors and make sure those items stay in a designated place. When you need help, consult with a professional in-home care provider. Home Care Services can set up a safety plan, assist with running errands and other tasks that might be difficult for them.
To learn more about Home Care Services, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Take your seat for the 8th Annual Ocean City Film Festival, March 7th through 10th. Enjoy 100 independent films and meet the people who made them. We're welcoming the legendary John Waters, live on stage with his Hairspray movie at the Ocean City Performing Arts Center on March 9th. Tickets start at just $59. Come on down and stay in an oceanfront hotel room starting at only $89 per night. Discover how to fest and get your passes at ocndfilmfestival.com.
Are you tired of contractors not showing up on time or not even returning your call? And why are you still waiting for an estimate? Maybe it's because the sales consultant they sent isn't really qualified to make a proper quote, only to find out the contractor isn't even licensed? That's why thousands of homeowners and businesses trust Delmarva's original crawl space experts. At DryTech, we're certified, trained, licensed, and insured. So your crawl space problem gets solved, guaranteed. Call DryTech today for a free assessment.
Give your backyard a cozy enhancement with Patio Systems in Lewis, Delaware. Integrity is the pillar of our craft, with quality craftsmanship to transform your yard or deck into a custom oasis, providing you comfort all year round. Take control of the elements with the Shore's best selection of pergolas, retractable awnings, screen and glass enclosures, and a wide selection of modern decking and railing systems personalized your way. For exceptional workmanship at reasonable prices, contact Patio Systems, your backyard living specialist. Locally owned and operated since 2001.
Hey fellas, when your lady says she wants a big rock for Christmas, she may not mean this kind. She may want this kind.
At That Granite Place, we like to say our reputation is carved in stone. And it is. Now we're changing our name to Coastal Countertops. Same local ownership, keeping the same level of quality and service everyone has grown to love. We've also upgraded our machinery to help you with turnaround times. At Coastal Countertops, our reputation will continue to be carved in stone.
This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by the Parker Group.
Well, whether it's answering all of your real estate questions or it's just helping out members in our community, the Parker Group is always there for us in some way or another. Rachel and Dustin Parker joining us on the Coast Life couch again. Welcome back.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming in.
You guys.
We know that warmer weather is coming up, and a lot of people think, is now a good time to put my house on the market? Is now a good time to buy? So I guess what's the deal? What's the answer here? Is weather dependent, time of year dependent?
It's just like everything else. It really depends on your personal situation. And this is something that we get asked all the time.
Yeah, and it's hard to time the market, whether it's the stock market or the real estate market. And the pros and cons of preparing to sell right now are interest rates are still a little bit high, but they are trending down overall, and we think they're going to continue to trend down throughout the year as well. But also, there's not as much competition for you if you're competing against other homes for sale right now.
Okay.
And so we do think that inventory is going to rise throughout the year. And so those buyers that need to make a move right now, it might be a good idea to kind of get a jump start on that market before it becomes flooded with more inventory.
That makes sense. And I was telling you guys too that so my parents, for example, are selling and they don't know where they really want to end up yet. They're trying to find that forever home, but of course houses are expensive, so they are looking at renting for now temporarily. Is that something, if someone's interested, you can answer those questions, help them rent?
Absolutely. Yeah, we actually have a property management division as well, and so we're really well equipped to help people make that decision, because also depending on life circumstances, for some people it might make more sense to rent until you do find that permanent property, or maybe you're not sure what your professional situation is going to be and you might be moving. So absolutely we can help with either side.
Yeah, good to know. You mentioned renting to buying. Maybe you're renting a place and you're like, oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Can you end up buying that? How does that work?
That's a very interesting process, but yeah, it does happen all the time.
Yeah, it's not uncommon. We see that quite frequently, and oftentimes if it's an individual landlord that maybe they just have one rental property, we see tenants that are in there for 10 or 15 years renting, and at some point they're like, hey, maybe I just want to buy this place.
I don't want to move.
We can help facilitate those terms for them too, to make it pretty simple. But it's very common in this market for sure.
I'm curious, why spring? Because you hear it all the time, and I've heard it just, like I said, with family members buying houses. They're like, well, we're going to wait till the spring. Why is that normally the case?
I think part of it is seasonally, like during the holidays, a lot of people tend to stay put because you've got a lot going on. You kind of want to hunker down and just be where you are. And then spring just tends to be like, it's nicer out. A lot of people think that their photos are going to be nicer in the spring or things like that. And so some people, we actually had clients just the other day we were chatting with, and they're getting ready to build their next home, but they're afraid that that home won't be ready until the fall, and they want to get photos taken when the pool's open and their gardens are in full bloom. And so we can work with people and say, well, why don't we go ahead and take those exterior photos at the peak of, July or summer, or spring, whatever is going to look the best, and then just save that so that buyers can get the imagination of what it will look like when it's actually on the market. So there are a lot of factors to consider, but like Dustin said earlier, there are so many people that are waiting right now that we know that when they all enter the market, there are pros and cons to that too. There'll be more inventory, but house prices probably aren't going to go back down.
Okay, I would say with it being March 1st, then maybe, and let me know if you agree or not, but maybe call Parker Group now, because you want to get ahead of that, because spring sounds like it's going to be a busy time.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's funny, we saw Barbara Corcoran speaking the other day, and she said, someone asked her, when's the best time to buy real estate? And she said, as soon as you can. And, I think that's really good advice, because historically, real estate is always going to appreciate, as long as you're not planning to move in the next 2 to 3, 4 years, market fluctuates, but ultimately it's going to be a good investment.
Good to know.
Yeah. And I guess for people maybe who just, maybe this is their first time tuning into Coast Life and their first time meeting you guys, just sort of a generic sense, what are some of the services that you offer and what people can get out of going with you guys as a real estate group?
Yeah, we really kind of lead with marketing. We feel like we're a marketing first company, and so we have a really robust marketing department. We have content creators, videographers, photographers, and a really great team to make sure that as you're listing your home, it's going to be presented in the best light. And we love our partnership with you all here too, because we can actually put their homes on TV, which is something unique too, I think, to get additional exposure as well.
If you guys haven't caught on yet, our happy place of the week is by the Parker Group. So every week we're showing you a home for sale if you're looking. So don't forget, Coast Life, we're helping you find your happy place too. Along with Parker Group, of course, the experts. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for being here so much. We appreciate it always. Don't forget to look for Happy Place. We have those on our website as well if you need a little refresher of what's on the market right now. But you can do that while we go to a commercial break.
That's right. A little bit more Coast Life that's coming up when we get back.
You'll find 32123 Jimtown Road, nestled just off the beaten path of Lewis, Delaware. This remarkable, fully furnished property offers a blend of coastal charm and modern convenience. With no HOA, this unique property features 2 distinct and recently renovated living spaces. With 5 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, including a beautiful chef's kitchen. Adjacent to the main house is a separate 2-story in-law suite and an incredible outdoor space perfect for entertaining. There's plenty of space for guests and or potential renters. Happy Place of the Week is sponsored by the Parker Group.
In a critical election year, President Biden delivers his State of the Union address. How will he present his vision for America's future? Join Lester Holt, Savannah Guthrie, and the NBC News team for live coverage tonight on NBC.
Thank you! It is so great to be back.
Your host, Josh Brolin.
What? No!
With musical guest Ariana Grande.
Oh, you can do that for me?
Stop hogging the new bathroom!
I'm on the phone!
Who are you on the phone with?
Alex from Peninsula Bath.
What are you wearing, Alex from Peninsula Bath?
Khakis. And with that second bathroom, we'll give you an additional 10% off.
Mercy! That's a great deal, Alex from Peninsula Bath.
Call now to lock in your 10% discount off your second bath remodel.
Thank you, Peninsula Bath.
Immerse yourself and experience Lord's Mercantile in our award-winning garden center. Venture our 5 acres and find a wide variety of plants and much more. For 45 years, our sales team has helped our customers find exactly what they want. While you're here, visit Lord's Mercantile next door. We carry a wide variety of gifts, home decor, treats, and more. From trendy to classic, we have something for everyone. Check us out online and on social media. Shop and sign up for the Lord's Loyalty Program and join our Lord's family today.
It's always a beautiful day for learning at Shells. With our summer program that keeps your child physically and mentally active when they're out of school. Through captivating activities and insightful guest speakers, they will expand their knowledge in a fun and interactive way, including educational, hands-on field trips that'll keep your child entertained. Make every summer day memorable with Shells Early Learning Center. Register now and secure your spot in Shells summer program before the spots are gone. Shells, preparing our future generation.
Spark your senses at the Spice and Tea Exchange in Rehoboth Beach. Food lovers, home chefs, and tea enthusiasts rejoice. Smell and sample your way through hundreds of exotic spices and teas from around the world. Our signature blends and rubs are hand-mixed daily to ensure the highest quality and freshness. Talk to our tea experts and learn the wellness benefits of drinking fresh, loose-leaf premium teas. Find a tasteful gift for that special someone or join us for an in-store cooking demo. Find your way to flavor at the Spice and Tea Exchange on the Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. Sister locations in Annapolis, Maryland, and Old Town Alexandria, Virginia.
What I like about working at Avery Hall is helping our clients, not just with their insurance needs, but also being a resource to them, tailor their insurance needs to protect their business, help them grow. The greatest feedback I've gotten from my clients is transparency and integrity. To work for a company so involved in the community obviously means a lot. We've been around for 95 years and the original Avery Hall wanted us very involved, and that's a culture we just stick to. I'm Shane Ray. I'm an account executive here at Avery Hall Insurance.
March is National Problem Gambling Awareness Month, and we have a few folks here from the Maryland Center of Excellence on Problem Gambling here to talk to us about it today. We have Mary Drexler, she's the director, and Kenny Crawford, who's a certified peer recovery specialist. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. So gambling, it's becoming bigger and bigger nowadays. Can you guys kind of tell us just a little bit about how it's growing?
Yeah, here in Maryland, especially in the last couple of years, we've seen expansion of legalized gambling. One of the main expansions has been on sports betting. Started off in the brick and mortar casinos, but now it's mobile and online since the end of 2023, and we're seeing a younger male demographic getting into issues due to their gambling activity, and even getting calls from parents of college-age youth who are gambling away even financial aid monies. So, and now the state is looking at expanding gambling once again with iGaming. And what iGaming is putting all casino games online and mobile. And we're concerned about that it's too much too fast.
Yeah, so what are the biggest concerns here?
Well, we have generations of people so used to using their phones, no longer, just, reading a newspaper or doing whatever, or just playing games or going into a casino. Accessibility and availability from your living room couch is very concerning. on who we may even get people who never thought to gamble or go to a casino starting gambling behavior.
Right. So Kenny, how does somebody know if they've gone too far? I know a lot of people do this kind of regularly. When do you know if it's an issue?
Well, some of the signs are, chasing your money, getting into financial trouble, having a hard time paying bills, family problems, all the lying that comes with it, just a lot of hardship.
Yeah. So you know this because you've lived this.
Yes,
right?
I have lived experience, and I used to gamble extensively, and I was a poker player, so pretty much 10 hours a day, every day. That's how much I used to gamble.
Really?
Yeah. And until I hit my rock bottom. Yeah. And that's when, I turned for help. And I'm just glad that, there is help available out there.
Absolutely. Of course, the center being one of those resources for help. What is the center's mission?
The mission is to promote healthy and informed choices around gambling and problem gambling. We're not saying everyone shouldn't gamble. About 90% of the population can gamble recreationally, but there's 2 to 5% of the population that we find gets themselves into trouble, and then another 5% who could be at risk for gambling. So we want people to reach out for help.
Absolutely. So I do know, though, when it comes to addiction, when it comes to anything like that, getting help can be so difficult. It's hard to want to choose it, right? Because you're so active in what you're doing. So what is the light at the end of the tunnel when you finally do get the help? Why is it so worth it?
For me, it's having my dreams come true. Where I have serenity now. I'm happy what I do. I help a lot of people out, and that gets me out of my my head, and it's just a wonderful life. We always like to say that we're always in recovery. We're never recovered, but we're trudging the happy road to recovery, and that's what we do.
That's awesome. And of course, there are a couple other resources too that are really important for folks to know, right?
Definitely 1-800-GAMBLER here for Maryland, even Delaware residents, because it's now the new national number as well, even though it was, we used it in Maryland for a while. So when you call that number, you get routed via your area code on your phone to the right state. So call 1-800-GAMBLER. You have access to the helpline staff will help you get to a counselor if you want to get to a peer recovery sports specialist because you're not ready to go to counseling yet. There's support group resources that are there. And also in Maryland, we do have helpmygamblingproblem.org. And there you can take a self-assessment. So you could still go if you're from any other state and utilize the self-assessment to see if you think you do have a problem.
So there are resources, there is help.
Yes, there is.
Thank you guys so much for what you're doing and how you're impacting, people with this.
We thank you for allowing us to let people know where to go for help. There is help, there is hope.
Absolutely. Mary Drexler and Kenny Crawford, thank you guys so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
All right, Coast Life will be right back.
Unwind, work off stress, and be comfortably true to who you are with Jab and Flow. We're dedicated to creating a balance of physical and mental wellness for your best life. You don't have to get in the ring, be a hardcore yogi, or train like a pro athlete to become part of our community. We teach boxing fundamentals with a fun variety of yoga, Pilates, and fitness classes for drop-ins and members of all levels. On Route 1 between Rehoboth and Dewey with plenty of free parking.
Get ready for 4 days of fun in the sun at SpringFest. Enjoy amazing food, live entertainment, unique artisan products, and more. With over 200 artisan vendors, local food, and enhanced selections of beer and wine, don't miss this free event located at the Ocean City Inlet from May 2nd through the 5th. SpringFest features 2 stages and more than 30 live performances, including headliners, The Olivia Show, a tribute to Olivia Newton-John, country music sensation Lauren Elena, and alternative rock band Everclear. Don't miss out. Get all the details at ococean.com/SpringFest.
This particular house, the Parker Group found it for us, and it just fit perfectly.
they always had solutions. You'd call with a problem and they'd address it immediately.
They're accessible. I mean, I think that's probably about the best way to put it. They're constantly getting back to us and letting us know, we have it, we're working on it, and we'll get back to you.
So between emails and DocuSigns, we were able to do everything remotely, and we could have even closed remotely. So they really showed us exactly what we were looking for.
Hi, I'm Chris Adams, owner of Mattress Peddlers, your local family-owned mattress retailer. Gel memory foam is amazing. It retains its shape, keeps you cool, contours to your body, and stops motion transfer. There's a huge variety of memory foam out there, including this, so be sure to try before you buy. Bed in a box may be convenient, but it won't give you the long-lasting comfort that you deserve.
Mattress Peddlers.
For more information, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
The most incredible shopping on the beach, Blooming Boutique. Fashion, jewelry, and accessories as cool as an ocean breeze. You'll love this place. We put a smile on your face. You'll love this place. It's Blooming Boutique. Fashion.
Visit Blooming Boutique's 4 convenient locations: downtown Milford, Long Neck, and 2 in downtown Lewis. We carry resort wear all year long.
Coast Life, hope you're hungry because we've got a very special, fun, and welcome guest on the Coast Life couch. Chef Zeus Gordiani from Benvenuto is welcome really anytime here on the couch, but we're glad you're joining us today. First of all, there's always something going on at Benvenuto, so you guys always have really quite a bit. So tell us what's coming up these days.
So we have a lot going on, but thank you for saying that I'm, mention that I'm always welcome. I was I was walking down the street today and saw Annie out front, and she's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Just going for a walk. Come on in." So
Get up there.
I came upstairs, and here we are.
You're just walking around Milton with.
That's right.
Just walking around Milton. So I love it. So thank you very much for having me. So yes, lots of cool stuff at Benvenuto. We're gearing up. Look, summer's around the corner, so we're excited for that. We have a lot of cool things going on. We have this thing I'm going to be doing. It's called Hot Latin Nights. All right. So, we have a really, cool Latino population, that surrounds Benvenuto, and so they're always asking, "Hey, are you going to do more like Latin-inspired dishes?" So, I'm gonna do that for them, and we're gonna not just for the Latino community, for everybody, because who doesn't love good Latin food?
Exactly.
No one I know.
Right, and Latino-inspired, beverages and things like that. So that's something that's coming up. But speaking of beverages, we are also doing a wine event. So we're up to like 50 something. We open actually on my birthday, February 13th of 2020. So we just celebrated our 4 years, which is great. All right. So happy birthday to Benvenuto.
Yes.
And but we've done like 50 something wine events, all right? And it's usually, they consist of 5 wines and 5 food pairings, and they're awesome. And this next one, which is next Thursday, we have this gentleman coming. I think I was telling you guys about it. Do you remember his name? What was his name?
Fredo.
Fredo.
That's really close. That was pretty good. That was close. So his
I had some of those syllables right.
His name is Manfredo de San Bonifacio.
Bonifacio. So close.
Yeah, these crazy Italian names, right?
The worst.
But I know, right? But yeah. So anyway, he's come in from Italy, and he makes amazing wines, amazing olive oils, and we're just honored. This is the second one we're doing with him. Nice. We did one last year, and it was a huge success. So we're gearing up for this next one Thursday. You can still make reservations for this. All right. You can still make reservations.
Putting page down.
Right. How can you make a reservation? Should you call, go online?
You can call the restaurant. Okay. You can go online.
Perfect.
Visit our website, but definitely best to call.
Okay.
All right. So, we're a little old school with that.
Sure.
You hear the horror stories. Hey, I made a reservation online. It's like, that's not even our website. That's not our restaurant.
Oh,
so we highly recommend calling in any reservations. You're going to get to talk to a live person, and we'll make sure we get you in. So next Thursday is this event. You don't want to miss it.
No, we don't want to miss it.
A week from today.
Perfect. Right. I also really quick want you to mention, if it's cool, these deals you have going on Wednesdays through Fridays, I believe, right?
Yes. So Wednesdays, so we are open now Wednesday through Saturday.
Okay.
But Wednesday through Friday from 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m., we offer our early Frosty nights. So it's a cool menu. It consists of 3 courses. It's usually a salad or a soup, and then there's 2 entree options that you can go with, and an amazing dessert. You know what? I brought you the dessert today for this week.
I mean, you're obviously always welcome, but when you bring food,
it's just that much better.
Just saying. Awesome. Well, yeah, I'm excited to try that. We should do that pretty soon.
All right,
Yeah.
so hold that thought on the dessert. We are going to get to that. You stay right there because we've got more Coast Life coming your way.
Man, I love you!
I have no calluses, 40 years of turning letters, they're still soft.
Well, it's not like you're changing tires.
Thursday at 7 on Coast TV.
Next Jeopardy! It's the semifinals of the Tournament of Champions. When anything can happen, one thing is certain.
We are in for a wild ride.
Next Jeopardy!
Thursday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
It's Ford Truck Month at Preston Ford. Come in and save big on these legendary trucks. With over 250 F-Series in inventory, including F-150s, Lightnings, and Super Duties, we are confident that we have the perfect truck for you. During Ford's Truck Month, get over $19,000 in total savings on the state-of-the-art 2023 Ford F-150 Lightning. Visit us in person to test drive your favorite or browse the entire selection at PrestonFord.com. Please join us for Truck Month going on right now at Preston Ford. Remember, trucks cost less in Preston.
I have patients that honestly have become friends, and I see like how resilient they were and how well they pulled through and tried every day. I'm privileged to be a part of their care. I'm kind of celebrating there with them.
I've come across a lot of amazing people. Kathy, I tell you, she's the best. She's a sweetheart. Those efforts helped me so much, and I truly appreciate her for it. Most of it, she got me through.
Every visit is an adventure at Browse About Books in Rehoboth Beach. Search our hand-picked book collection and find something in every genre. From bestsellers to some of our staff picks, you'll uncover a new adventure every time. After you've browsed our extensive book selection, explore our gift shop, where you'll find an exciting array of toys, gifts, Rehoboth-themed items, and home decor. Browse About Books on Rehoboth Avenue, a fun, friendly place to shop for books and so much more.
Holy cannoli, Coast Life. What? Wow, that looks delicious. The deliciousness that is sitting right before us here on the table. We can't wait to dive in, but before the break, you remember, we left you off with Chef Zeus Gordiani, who is still with us on the Coast Life couch.
I'm still here.
Thank goodness. Yes. And before we left you, you were telling us about some of the specials that you guys have going on, and this before us, this beautiful, stunning creation,
look at that,
is the dessert that's up for grabs, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And this is our chocolate cannoli, or a chocolate holy cannoli. We can call it. Yes, so it's not a traditional cannoli. I mean, it's we're using a really nice dark chocolate from Calibo that we blend into our mascarpone and ricotta mix, and we add chocolate chips at the end, so there's chocolate chips in there, and then just some really nice local berries and little herbs and whatnot, and some house-made cigarillos. Those are those little little chocolate sticks that are in there, just to make it a little bit fun. But it's a really nice dessert, and I figured we put them together in the back.
That's right. Yeah, I heard you guys back there.
In just minutes, in just minutes. But
it was fun watching you put it together. I told you it's almost like a science and an art, because he was describing why this tastes good with this, and every time I thought he was done, he was like, "Wait, there's more." And it's really cool watching you pair it. But I also want to touch on earlier. You were like, "Oh, some local berries." This stuff is fresh, you guys.
Yeah, so we try to we don't consider ourselves to be a farm to table restaurant by any means. There are some folks out there that are doing farm to table, and they are farm to table. I mean, it's a religion to some of these guys, and I applaud them for that. But we do try to work with a lot of our local vendors, and we work with Helmick's Homesteads. Patrick Helmick is one of our growers, and he grows a lot of beautiful micros and Brussels and zucchinis and carrots. He does so many different things for us at Benvenuto, and that's where that relationship started. And they recently opened up a place called The Pharmacy.
Ah, yes.
And that's F-A-R-M,
Yes.
Pharmacy. Yes,
Pharmacy.
right in beautiful downtown Milford, and I'll actually be there this Saturday doing a chef presentation using some of their products that they sell there. So from 10 to 12, if you guys want, you stop in and just come and get a little treat, but just shop around. They have some amazing products in there.
Cool.
Yeah.
But you won't see this there.
All right.
Well, you'll see this at Benvenuto, though. Can we try it?
I'll say you won't see this here for long either.
Well, this is actually, I think Jeff has dibs on both of these. Or maybe he has one, I think Jax has the other, so I'm not sure.
So he's talking about people behind the camera right now that they
are about to miss out
they're not fast enough.
I'm teasing, it's for you girls. Try it out. And listen,
we always share, we'll share.
We do.
And there are forks there, but you don't need a fork to eat a cannoli. Maybe for the berries.
Okay.
So don't be
All right.
afraid to get in, right?
Well, that's the thing.
And
I
you have
always
to
feel
kind
so
of
bad.
like hunch over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hunch over. I was going to bring the plate to me.
I'm going to dissect it though so we can share it with
And then
our-
right after this,
Okay.
you have to hit the gym, right?
Maybe not right after, but like a few hours from now.
Oh, you're going fancy with the fork?
Well, like you said, maybe we should share.
Oh, I'm still going
Maybe.
to, I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm going in.
There you go.
Holy cow.
All right, I'm going.
No, it's holy cannoli.
It's holy cannoli page.
It is good though. Yeah, we were testing them out last night, and it's a good cannoli.
I changed my mind. We're not sharing.
That's a magical cannoli. I mean, between the texture of
Holy cow.
the filling mixed with the wrap.
Yeah, with the shell. Yeah.
And
Shell,
it's not
that's the word.
overly sweet. Like you
No.
would think chocolate, powdered sugar, all of that. It's not at
It
all.
was a very decadent dessert.
It is.
Yes.
Which is going to be like the perfect top to that amazing dinner that you're going to get at Benvenuto.
Don't forget, you can go Wednesdays through Fridays from 4 to 5:30.
Yep,
For
4
a
to
little deal, but
5:30.
you can go all the time.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, the strength it takes not to just devour this
Yeah.
right now. But
know.
we're going to get to that. But so in order to do that, we're going to take a quick break.
Yes.
But COASTLIFE is going to be right back.
Persino Wells and Woodland specializes in estate planning and elder law. It's the only thing we do. We help Delaware families create estate plans that work because to us, a true estate plan is much more than documents. I'm Michelle Persino Wells.
And I'm Amber Woodland. Estate planning helps families protect their assets from the cost of long-term care, provide for their loved ones, and simplify the tasks to be completed after their deaths. We help families plan today to protect their families tomorrow.
Have you bought a house in the last decade, but it's just not quite big enough? At Paul Davis, we can design and build you a brand new addition or remodel your whole home from start to finish. With over 50 years experience of building and restoring homes, we've made the process quick and easy while making it affordable. Call Paul Davis today and one of our design consultants can be at your home as soon as tomorrow to give you a free estimate for your new addition or whole home remodel. Or visit our new showroom in Salisbury, Maryland, 100 Marvel Road.
Unwind, work off stress, and be comfortably true to who you are with Jab and Flow. We're dedicated to creating a balance of physical and mental wellness for your best life. You don't have to get in the ring, be a hardcore yogi, or train like a pro athlete to become part of our community. We teach boxing fundamentals with a fun variety of yoga, Pilates, and fitness classes for drop-ins and members of all levels. On Route 1 between Rehoboth and Dewey with plenty of free parking.
Mark your calendars for Runway, a formal style fashion show, Sunday, April 21st at the Rehoboth Beach Convention Center. Prepare to be dazzled by stunning looks from Rehoboth's finest boutiques, live music and entertainment, plus champagne and hors d'oeuvres. Tickets are $50 and are available now. Treat yourself to a fun and stylish evening you won't soon forget. For more information, visit Rehoboth Beach Main Street's Facebook page.
It's time to celebrate our huge 25th anniversary now at Furniture & More Gone Coastal, and it's my style. Start with 25% off store-wide. Our 3-piece sectional now $17.99. 5-piece dining only $7.99. Choose a 2-piece outdoor set or our 4-piece outdoor living set, either $11.99. Adirondack chairs from $179. 30% off Bassett custom orders during our 25th anniversary sale at Furniture & More Gone Coastal, and it's my style. Look for our 2 new locations coming soon.
Teens have drama.
One more minute!
Braces add more drama.
Oh, how does anyone do this?
Invisalign is better oral hygiene and no drama.
as a veteran, you want to share your experiences with other people, and you want them to share theirs with you.
It's important for me to be here and tell my story, and if I can inspire one person, then I've done my part. It doesn't get any better than that.
Well, don't forget, it is Thursday, so you should start planning your weekend.
That's right. Sunday, the Milton St. Patrick's Day Parade. That's going to be so much fun. Kicks off with that 5K. One of our coworkers is going to be running in it, so hopefully he will be back on Monday.
If we don't talk about it, it's because he asked us not to, and if we do talk about it, it's because he crushed it.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
that'll
right.
be fun. I'm already preparing.
That's
I'm in my
right.
green.
You are, yeah.
I'm
We've
ahead
got
of
more
the game.
green too next week that we'll be talking about, because actual St. Patrick's Day isn't for another week.
That's
but,
right.
No reason not to celebrate a little bit early, of course, with our friends with Irish Eyes.
That's right, exactly. We do want to let you know what's coming up a little bit tomorrow as well on COASTLIFE. We're really excited. We're talking to a plastic surgeon at BB.
Yes.
And a lot about, just reconstructive surgery, or maybe something that an insecurity you want to fix. There's a lot more reasons to get plastic surgery than you may think. So he will be here with us. Really looking forward to that.
That's right.
Yep.
We're also, because tomorrow's Friday, we've got another Pet of the Week to introduce you to tomorrow, which is going to be super fun, super cute, of course.
Yes.
And the reason why now and Saturday, now through Saturday, is a good time to adopt a pet from Humane Animal Partners.
Yeah.
Because they've got special deals for you.
Save you some money.
That's right.
Look forward to it.
That's what we're here for.
Exactly, all the time. So don't forget, that's tomorrow on COASTLIFE, and then like Leah said, we have the parade coming up on Sunday in Milton.
That's right.
All right.
But as always, we've had so much fun hanging out with you. We appreciate you hanging out with us for the hour.
Yes.
But it's time for us to get out of here. Coast TV News at 5 is taking it from here. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you for Friday.